We're like, oh, well, ghosts are made of, electromagnetic energy. That's why your EMF meter goes off. I'm like, you know
Right.
why we think that? We think that because, a guy named Harry Price in the early
Yes.
1900s, a Brit, was listening to psychics, and electricity was still sort of new, the spiritualist movement started in 1848, and then it sort of gained traction because of the Civil War. People were dying untimely
Yeah.
deaths. Folks wanted answers. A medium would give you the answers that your minister just couldn't. Hey, what happened to my son? I haven't heard from him in 3 months. It's in God's hands. Not good enough, So you'd go to a medium and say, "Is where is he?" And she would say, "Well, he's passed." Or, she might be right, she might be wrong. I don't know, but you'd get an answer, something more
Yeah.
definitive. And then when electricity started to really become a thing, psychics were like, this explains the powers we have. This is it. The energy, that's the energy we talk about. You're literally seeing it light up a light bulb. This all makes sense now. It's all coming together. So people like Harry Price were using crude meters that could detect energy. Now we know we live on an Earth that's a giant electromagnet. Look behind you right now, Alan, up there in the sky. You see the northern lights?
Yeah.
It's because we live on a magnet, and the electromagnetic energy from the sun hits the atmosphere and it lights up and it swirls around. So think about this, like, but he didn't fully understand that back then. But he said,
No.
okay, psychic said this. I can test for that. We have equipment that can test for it. And then lo and behold, that stuff would go off, and it'd say, "Whoa, that's weird," and we've been running with that ever since. I'm like,
Right.
that's a long time to not sort of rethink a theory.